I think for us, the thing that most people understand about us first is that we're a deeply interdisciplinary firm. Our founder, Mark Rios, is both an architect and a landscape architect. And so from day one, our firm has really had a very integrated design process. And today we have in-house disciplines from landscape architecture to interior design, experiential design, product design, all kinds of graphic design. And so because of that, when we design a place, it's deeply layered, and all of there's sort of a blurred line between those disciplines.
So Rios is definitely a value-driven organization, and our values really inform our design process. First and foremost, we're audacious. We love to take risks with big, bold ideas that really reframe design opportunities and put front and center excellent solutions to design problems. In addition to that, we believe in attunement, or the idea of really understanding the physical constraints of a given context. So many places are informed by their culture, by society rituals, by the physical context, by the limitations of ecology and hydrology or other resilient-driven ideas. And this idea of being attuned to that local area is so important for us in how we lead design. In addition, we're inclusive. We love to bring our clients to the table as collaborators, so finding equity in that process is huge for us. And most importantly, we bring joy and optimism into our design process. We lead with a silver lining, looking forward to building a better future.
So actually, I think every design is experiential design. So a good design can bring emotions to people that deeply resonate with their past experiences in their lives. So it brings joy, it brings peacefulness, and it brings passion and inspiration. So I'm actually thinking Rios design bring those such emotions to the project that we inspire people. So I'm actually a traveler when I was in Hawaii. So those springs in the tropical forest actually brings me the mood or emotion of peacefulness, and also those black volcanic rocks reminds me the power of destruction. But also when I saw those ferns growing from the cracks of those black volcanic rocks, it reminds me the hope, the life cycle.
A lot of our office has deep roots in China, and because of that, we are more in tune with what's happening in China than maybe your average American firm. And we're really inspired by the speed at which the Chinese city is changing and growing, from its first generation of urbanization to really building livable cities that respond to climate change and bring their residents joy.
For me personally, I think there's such a determination in the culture of Chinese people, in the sense that they put front and center the need for design and innovation to really solve all of the challenges that we're enduring. And knowing that we're living within a changing world, there's so much potential within the Chinese market to put big ideas out there and really address the scale of work and the speed of work that's happening in the market there.
So authentic Chinese cities has a lot to offer to our design. So basically we work with locals, we know locals, and many of us actually are locals, and many of us will be locals in the future. So we appreciate the local building material, we appreciate the local building techniques, and most importantly, the local living styles and lifestyles. So because the lifestyles are actually a distilled conclusion of how people will behave in response to the geology, to the culture, and the history of the site.
In the last couple years, really the last 5 years, we've seen a very few number of design firms build cultural landmarks all over the world. And a lot of those landmarks are potentially not different depending on the context of which city or country they're in. And we'd really like to be a counterpoint to that. We believe that design should maybe happen a little slower. It should maybe be a little deferential to its location and the people that live there and the ecology of the place. Particularly because we are, at our heart, we're really deeply landscape and architecture. We really would love to be the firm that leads globally on blurring the lines between what is the built environment and what's the natural world in an urban context.